Welcome back to another Dog Turds into Diamonds. We start off today's episode with some sad news. Marco Di Benedetto has been signed by Porto from Notts County, the most random football manager signing I've ever seen in my life. He left Inter after playing in Serie A to go to League Two. He couldn't get another work permit. We offered him a contract. We offered above the amount we were told to pay for him to get a work permit. It was turned down, and he ended up going to FC Porto for 85,000. He's the one that for now has got away, but who knows? Maybe in the future we may have the opportunity to bring Marco Di Benedetto to Rushden. We'll have to wait and see. For today, we've just got the little matter of an FA Cup third round tie at home against QPR. Let's get into it. Yes, welcome to another Dog Turds into Diamonds here with AFC Rushden Diamonds. And today we are taking on QPR at home in an FA Cup third round tie that looks winnable. It looks like we could do a little bit of giant killing here today. But before we talk about that, you're probably noticing the league table there. We are running away with it as I once again forget to turn off my phone before recording. We are running away with this League One title at the moment. We're only just over halfway through the season. There's still a long way to go, and let's not forget our meltdown in the second half of last season, where we only won 3 games after the turn of the year. So it's by no means done and dusted, but we should be very, very confident. But there are one or two themes. Ryan Donaldson is our top scorer, and he is also the League One top scorer. He has got 22 in 23 league games, having a fantastic season, but the observant amongst you will recognise that he has lost a finishing point. He was 15 finishing, he is now 14 finishing. I'm not sure if he might have been 11 first touch and he's now 10 as well. I'm almost certain as well that he might have lost an off the ball point. He has been really struggling to develop the whole season. It's been really frustrating, and he started the season absolutely on fire, had more games and goals. He has slowed down a bit since then, but he is still the League One top scorer. Dylan Jones is having an absolutely fantastic season. He is the team's highest rated player right now, 7.42 average in all competitions. He's got 8 assists in the league. The left back has been absolutely fantastic. He did have some interest from a couple of championship clubs, but we offered him a new contract, and he has now got a minimum release fee clause of 1.5 million, which seems to have scared off any suitors, but I'm more than pleased with that. His previous release fee was, I think, about 350,000, so it's given us some really good security. But at the moment, nobody is coming in for him. But I could not care less. Ellis Chapman has got the most assists in the team. He has been a creative force. Hasn't scored so many goals as he did last season. And I can see my phone is going to go crazy throughout this recording session. Ellis Chapman has been superb. He hasn't got the goals of last season, but he has been setting them up for the strikers. Absolutely fantastic. We've given him a new contract until the end of 2034, which I'm delighted about. Jake O'Brien has the best pass completion percentage, but he's leaving us at the end of the season. His contract finishes at the end of the season. I offered him a new one, and then a bunch of Irish clubs came in for him, and he's agreed to join Derry City. I'm absolutely devastated. I think he is more than capable of being a top, well, not a top. I think he's more than capable of competing in the Championship. I think he's got the technical skills. I mean, his pass completion percentage, it goes to show the value of having a centre-back with this 11 passing. He's been fantastic. We are saying goodbye to him at the end of the season. Real shame. But in terms of results, well, we really can't complain too much. We've been absolutely superb all season long. We, of course, started the season with, let me have a look. Where was the first game of the season? There it was, Bristol Rovers. We had a couple of early defeats in the Carabao Cup at Crystal Palace and then away at Nottingham Forest. We then lost at home against Lincoln, who were also relegated from the Championship. And I began to worry that we might have a bit of an inconsistent season. But as you can see, we then went on this incredible unbeaten run. We went the whole of September, the whole of October, before we lost in November away at Wycombe. They are a team that are going for promotion, so not an easy game. But then after that, we just got absolutely on it. We had another huge unbeaten run, and we had here 11 games without conceding a goal. Look at December. We had 3, 6. How many games do we have? 10 or 11? 3, 6, 9, 10 games in December. And we did not concede a single goal. Absolutely astonishing. Sanisalo breaking the club record for most games without conceding. And that brought us up to the current day. We lost in our last game against Forest Green in the Papa John's Trophy third round. Really disappointed with this one. I rotated the team thinking about the QPR FA Cup game coming up. We played Forest Green off the park in this game. And unfortunately, as you can see, they had 4 shots on target the entire game. A 0.87 XG. They also had a man sent off in the 30th minute. We played 60 minutes with a man advantage. We were 1-0 up before they equalised in the 87th minute and took it to penalties. And I should probably take the blame here, because it was with about 10 minutes left. I took off Tommy Reed. He has been injured. He's had 2 long-term injuries this season. This was his first game back. I took him off with 10 minutes to go. Bought on, is it Harvey Davies? Bought on Harvey Davies for another substitute appearance. He's had a few in the Papa John's Trophy this season. And he was unable to save a single penalty, and we went out 6-5. It was really, really frustrating to lose this game. But I feel like it was the right decision. We had all those games in December. We were doing a lot of rotating, trying to keep people fresh. But this FA Cup game against QPR has to be the priority. And if we look at QPR, Daniel Farke is their manager. They are not having a great time of it. Why have I gone to tactics? I wanted their schedule. Let's have a look at their schedule. They are on a pretty rough run of form, look. They have had just 1 win in December, and they have won their last game in the Championship away at Preston. But that win was their first in a while. There is a lot of red on that form table there. I think we have got a real chance of an upset here. As you would expect, they have got some decent players. Jorge Almeida, on loan from Leeds, looks a very, very good player from what we can see there. He is going to be dangerous. Got 7 goals in the Championship. We'll just have a look at their forward line, see how much we've got to worry about that. Daniel Perez, 15 goals this season. He looks very, very good. 15 goals in a struggling side is not bad at all. Just going to scout him there, see if he's someone we might be interested in the future. On the right wing, we've got Josh Koroma. Again, looks pretty good, the 33-year-old. Not having a great season, perhaps. And they have Kieran Dowell, I believe an Everton Academy graduate, who looks a very good playmaker in there. Again, maybe not having the greatest of seasons, but he is going to be a danger as well. So there is no doubt about it. We are going to have to play very well to win this game. Let's get into it. I do think it's winnable. I think you look at their form, you look at the season we're having, you look at the run we've been on, disregarding that last game where we, of course, lost in the Papa John's Trophy with a rotated side. I think disregarding that, we have got to fancy our chances. Do I want to shoot on sight? The only thing that does worry me, they're playing this 5-2-1-2. And these players here, these three players here, it does seem to cause a lot of trouble in the match engine. So I think for today's game, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave Concannon. I'm going to leave Concannon out, and I'm going to bring Malicio in, and I'm going to play him as a defensive midfielder. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Concannon out altogether, and I'm going to bring Adiemo in on the bench. Adiemo is not having a great season, the low knee, but he does offer us a bit of balance there. Now I am at full strength for today's game. Like I said, I did rotate for that Papa John's Trophy game. Jake O'Brien has been injured. He is literally just yesterday started training again. So he makes the bench. So the lineup for today, Sanisalo is in goal on that fantastic run. Should I be turning my phone off just to avoid these message sounds? That is so unprofessional of me, isn't it? Do you know what? I am going to just pause for a second and turn it on silent. So Viljami Sanisalo has been absolutely incredible this season. 18 conceded in 30 appearances in the league, 16 clean sheets. What a signing this man is. The only player we have ever signed for money. He has been worth every penny. Fantastic, fantastic player. Igor Luiz at right back. He's had a real battle with Ufi Dreyer this season for first choice right back. They've both been fantastic. Brian Nolan will partner Callum Simpson. Now, first of all, Brian Nolan, because we have had 10 games in December, we've hardly trained. Lots of players have got these down red arrows. Brian Nolan has lost a heading point, but he's having a great season. 7.13 rating. I think he is shaping up to be every bit the young talent that we hoped he would be when we signed him. Callum Simpson has been superb, and in the last episode I forgot to mention that Callum Simpson is the new club captain. Even though he's not our player anymore, he is on loan from West Brom, but just with the fact that he has had a couple of seasons with us before this one, he's such a good leader. 16 leadership, 13 teamwork. He's an absolutely fantastic player for us, and I just felt like he deserved every bit the captain's armband. So he is the captain leading this fantastic season that we're having. Dylan Jones at left back, of course, playing a great season as well. Alex Baker looking really good in the midfield with Moreno, even if they are both under a 7.0 rating. Mario Cacial has earned his place on the right wing. He's having a terrific season as well. 18-18 in the league, 12 in 23 overall for the season. He's made that right wing spot his own over Campbell. Malicio is going to play defensive midfielder. Chapman on the left. Donaldson up top. Then on the bench, as I said, Ufe Dreyer has been having a great season as well. 6 assists and a goal for him. Really great option. Really thinking about getting him in full time at the end of the season. Jake O'Brien, Adiemo. The Sunderland man is not having a great time of it in terms of his overall rating, but he has been developing quite nicely, so we'll see what happens with him. Eddie Little, he has now signed a new contract. He has got a contract until the end of next season. We managed to get him back on side, get a contract signed up for him. He's having a decent season as well, 2 goals, 3 assists. But yeah, because he hasn't been starting, he has also been losing some of his attributes, which is a real shame. John Campbell started the season as first choice right wing. It's not gone so well for him of late, but he has got 12 goals this season. Yeah, he's just tailed off a little bit, but he's still got 12 goals and 6 assists in all competitions. Really good option. It's just nice to have some players that we can rotate around up top. If one is off form, we've got others that we can bring in. Jack Nolan, very much the same. He's having a really good season in the game he's played. He's not been the first choice left winger. He really covers for Chapman, but he's still got 4 goals and 5 assists and playing a 7.24 season. Really, really good option to have. And I'm really pleased with Daniel Aduajayi. He has played, as you can see, 17 games in all competitions, scored 10 goals, 4 in 10 in the league, and he's proven a nice little striking option on the bench there. If Donaldson is off form, or if we need to cover, if we need to rotate, I know I can rely on Aduajayi for some goals. So really, really pleased with how we're looking. So let's get into this. Let's set our team up and see if we can perhaps produce one of the upsets of the third round against this Queen's Park Rangers team. So taking on Championship opposition, let's have a look. QPR have lost 3 of the last 5 games. I'm not going to say expect them to pile on the misery, because we are still the underdogs. You still have to give favouritism to the higher league team. But I do think, having been able to rest the players with that great run we've been on, 11 games in a row before the Papa John's Trophy without conceding a goal, all of those games Sanisalo was in goal for. So, I mean, we've got to be confident in our defence. And I think we've shown that we've got the players to cause problems at the other end of the field. So, I'm going to make Malicio a defensive midfielder on defend, and I'm going to set him to mark Kieran Dowell. We'll see how he gets on with that, remembering how we struggled against Carvalho in the Carabao Cup when we tried to mark him as their number 10 against Crystal Palace. So let's see what happens, but let's have faith, shall we? I think QPR have got to be probably a little bit low on morale, a little bit low on confidence. So I think the chance is there. I don't think it's by any means a foregone conclusion that the higher rated team wins this game. Let's see how it goes. So far, they have had the better of the possession. They've had the only shot, but we are staying in it in the first 15 minutes. They get the possession for the first highlight. We win it straight back. Now, can we show what we're all about here? Chapman finding Donaldson, and should he have done better with that chance? He was one-on-one with the keeper. Chapman with the corner now. Headed away easily by Diego Rosa, but can we get it back in? It's out to Moreno. It's still not away. Kakiao goes down. No penalty. And the highlight ends. A little bit of early drama there. It was a good start for us. Good little bit of confidence booster. But we are giving away 60% possession here, which is very, very unusual for us. I actually cannot remember a game this season where we haven't had the better of the possession. Kieran Dowell puts a corner in, and it's headed over, and we've had a little warning there, a little shot fired across the bows perhaps. And now another highlight for us. Jones crossing in. Kakiao heads it wide. They are certainly the better team, but we've had a couple of opportunities. We've been given a decent account of ourselves again, and we win it back here. Igor Luiz just laying it off to Nolan, who goes all the way back to Sanisalo. And how, I'm not quite sure what we're doing here to try and build the play. We end up with a long ball out from Sanisalo. Luiz will pick it up again. Can we build something now? Donaldson using his pace there, gets it down the line. He'll get a cross in. It's into Chapman, and it's blocked right at the death. Looked like Chapman had an open goal there. Great opportunity. And the corner is once again headed away. We really need a set piece taker, and Chapman shoots over the bar. It's been a good first half for us. We've actually had more shots than them now, which is nice to see. And I think we've got to be pleased with that. There you go. We can very much win this match. Come on, boys. And at the very least, an away game at QPR probably wouldn't be too bad for the bank balance either. That was the other story. I will tell you about that when this game finishes. Yeah, I've spent some money since you were last here, and that's just reminded me. That was big news, which I should have remembered about earlier. But let's concentrate on this game as they get a free kick. And Kieran Dowell has scored it. It was a wonderful free kick, you have to say. And what have we got now? Have we got it in us to come back in this game? Great free kick from Kieran Dowell. Not many QPR fans in the stands to see it, but we've got to try and get back into this now. And at the moment, we are not managing to do it. I'm just going to go to an attacking mentality. There's 20 minutes to go. What changes can I make? Let's have a look. Kakiao has not had a good game. Let's take him off and get John Campbell in. We're going to make him an inside forward on attack. The two midfielders have been very poor, Moreno and Baker. What else can I do here? Do you know what? I think I'm going to throw caution to the wind. I'm going to bring Adu Ajayi on. And I'm going to go two up top. I'm going to make Adu Ajayi a poacher. I'm going to go a little bit wider. Shoot on sight. Early crosses. More direct. And what do I do with the defence? I think we're going to get stuck in. We're going to press. And we're going to see if we can just get a chance to fall for us here in the last few minutes. There are 20 minutes to go. We have had more shots, but only one on target. Now two. Is there another one in this? Is there another chance here somehow, somewhere? It's not looking good. What can we change here? Ellis Chapman is very tired, but I don't want to take him off. I'm going to bring off Moreno and just bring Eddie Little on, just in the hope of getting a pass away to someone. And I think we're going to have to go very attacking. Let's push our wing backs all the way up. Going as attacking as we can. Let's get our defensive line all the way up. I really don't think I can do much else here. Let's distribute to the target men. Is there one last chance in this game? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Give us one highlight. I don't think we've had one highlight in this second half, have we? Come on, boys. Just one. It's crossed in by them. Campbell will get it away, but it's a poor ball and Donaldson heads it straight back to them. And now Kieran Dowell finding Perez, and Sanisalo makes a good save. We've seen a lot of that the last couple of months. He seems to be very, very good in one-on-one situations, but it is still not over here. 89th minute, they have the ball again. The highlight still goes on. Jones wins it. Can we make something here? We can't. Come on, boys. 2 minutes, 1 minute. There's no more highlights. We're out of the FA Cup at the third round again. Oh, it's another good performance against a Championship team. Oh dear. It's another one of those games where we haven't given a bad account of ourselves. But in the end, we just didn't have enough. And you can see that hopefully we will confirm our place in the Championship for next season. But you can see we do need a lot of quality to compete in the next division up. It is an absolute leap from League One to the Championship. It's not a step up. It is an absolute leap. And if we are going up, we are going to have to be very, very well prepared for that. So before we go, I just have one little bit of news to tell you about. So you can see that right now we have about £850,000 in the bank. It's gone way down from, I think it was just short of 2 million at one point this season after the Edwin Pearson sale. But that has gone right down because we have invested the Edwin Pearson money. If we look at Club Vision, we are currently in the process of improving our training facilities again. It's going to be the second time that we improve our training facilities. So that is very, very positive. We are starting to put more infrastructure into the club. I still can't get the board to agree to anything else in terms of improving our youth level, improving our youth recruitment. They are absolutely not interested. It is very, very frustrating. If I ask them to increase the junior training budget, yeah, they really don't like spending money. We have a very, very tight board, which is a real shame. It would be nice to be able to move on a little bit in terms of the club infrastructure and sort of prepare ourselves for the Championship. But if we have a look at our facilities, we have average corporate facilities, we have basic training facilities. Now I think with this new upgrade, £750,000, I think it's going to give us below average training facilities. And we also have below average youth facilities. So we're approaching average. That's the way I'd like to look at it. Glass half full and everything. So hopefully next season we can get some more money in and get ourselves up to having average facilities. We've still got basic academy coaching and limited youth recruitment. Those are two areas I really, really want to improve. But there you go. That's a little bit of an update there. We are out of all the cups. So really now it's just all about getting on down to the end of the season. I would have loved to have gone further in the Papa John's Trophy. It's a shame that we went out of that. But like I said, I think it was the right decision to rest players. But now we're just concentrating on wrapping this league up. So I guess I will be back at the end of the season. Maybe we'll come back maybe for this Nottingham Forest home game. That might be good just to see against a team that is really of Championship level in Nottingham Forest. See how we get on against them and then do the end of season roundup. I don't think any of these games down here are really too exciting. So I think I'll come back for Nottingham Forest when hopefully we're going to have already confirmed our place in the Championship. And then we'll look at the end of season roundup and we'll look at how we're going to prepare for the Championship. I have actually just adapted all my scouting assignments. I've just gone through all the assignments with my scouts here, and I've started really scouting the Championship and the Premier League for players that are going to be released at the end of their contract. So I'm now looking at the two divisions above to see who we might be able to get from those leagues to help us hopefully stay there next season. So I've very much changed the scouting focus with that in mind, and we will also, once I'm virtually certain that we're going up, I'm going to add in the major European leagues to this save. So that will really be taking this to new levels, and well, I'll be looking forward to sharing it all with you when we come back for the game against Nottingham Forest, the end of season review, and we'll possibly have a few different targets to look at, hopefully, to be able to take us into the Championship for next season. So if you've enjoyed this, drop a like on it, help us grow, and we will see you on the next Dog Turds Into Diamonds. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.